wanna see me in the middle of the circle, body moving like Urkel. We turfing, yeah. We turfing, yeah. Cup full of Henny, anybody wanna see me in the middle of the circle, body moving like Urkel.
101 turf, 101 turf, 101 turf, 101 turf, 101 turf.
The other answer was just bouncing back and forth. So I start off all dancers with this. First of all, you got to tell the people, say your name, say where you're from, and the first time you ever danced, period. Your first move ever busted. No style, no nothing. Just, I don't care if you were 4. Let the people know. So who wanna run it off? Who wanna go first?
Cool, you want to start? I'll pop it off.
You pop it off. I'm behind.
Storyboard Professor is my full name. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Born in Brookdale Hospital. My first time dancing was at a family party, and it was for a couple dollars, and I ended up losing the battle. But we was doing the butterfly and all these different dances. That was the very first time that I was like, I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna go out of my way to dance. And then time with my grandma and my mom dancing around the house and stuff like that. But yeah, if you talking like freestyling and all that type of stuff, that came later.
Yeah, no, we was talking. I'm talking about exactly what you meant. Like the first time you can remember, like I danced and I did it for something. So like you talking about butterfly, that had to be back in the day. Like, so
Yeah.
I gotta ask you this on top of that. How did you? Okay, did you already know the butterfly, or was it one of those where your mama just pull you out?
I mean,
baby, go ahead.
It was kind of like you knew dances. It was either you was brave enough to show that you knew the dance, or you communicating with somebody, so you being funny, so you do a dance or something. Like, yeah, it kind of started off social, like, just being cool with people and seeing people when music was on, what people were doing, and then you just start communicating, really.
It's expression. You still understood the expression of things young. You knew you felt good when you danced. And you knew you was gonna win that money. That's how I started. For $5 doing the Brookfield. We was at this 101. Another butter, you get all that. It comes with it.
Hey, so do you remember who you lost to in the butterfly contest though?
I lost to a little kid on my block.
Okay.
And yeah, it was on my block, and I was crying, and I was upset. And the song they was playing is Return of the Man.
Did you go get that ones back, or did you just take the L? Did you take the L, or did you need that back? Did you go try to?
I was finished. I couldn't take the pressure.
Okay. Right, because you story that P stands for pressure in my head.
I was probably like 5, 6 years old. Probably like 5, 6. Yeah, probably around that time.
Okay, Ako, what about you? So let the people know where you from and the first time you ever busted a move.
Well, hey everybody, my name is Ako. I'm originally from Trinidad. The first time I remember dances was at my auntie's house, my mom's sister back in Trinidad. It was to Calypso and SOCA. And that's how I started seeing a lot of the whining and try to mimic what I saw at the age at 4 or 5, because that's something they push from a young age. And as I mature, you start getting into the artists like Marshall Montano and the dance hall within Trinidad. And I had a neighbor who was Indian. I started getting caught up in the Indian culture and watching those moves. So I started learning that from between that 5, 6. But I wasn't fully embedded in it. I just seen it and I tried to do it. Try to whine or do some soca for carnival. So that's culture back in Trinidad.
So the dance styles you said was soca and what?
Calypso.
Calypso. So for the people that don't know, can you paint a quick picture? What does that look like? Calypso and soca. What does it look like as a style?
So soca is more of a hip motion, whining and controlling your hips. Because when you whining, if I had to break it down, and you dancing with a woman and they are walking, so you had to learn how to whine with a woman and walk. And carnival in America, you call it Labor Day. So whatever she did, you had to catch her. You have to draft with her. If she went low, you got to go low. If she go up, and you walking with it. Yeah. So that's when I started understanding hip control, my rotation of my hips. Whatever she did, I had to catch her draft. And Calypso is more so where you see it's more of a leaping, the jumping type of soca. Calypso, where it's a little bridge of hip hop and jazz. So that's what Calypso is in Trinidad. And then soca is I won't say the word, but wine dong, so it's a little, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So those are things I started seeing growing up and picking up the style of when I started dancing. And I used to make fun of because I'm bow-legged and pigeon-toed. So I looked like I was already walking and whining already with my legs. So those are little things when I was young. Yeah, yup. I used to fall. Yeah. So that was my cheat code as a kid. I already looked like I was dancing already. You know what I'm saying?
Turf 101, 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 below in the Glock.